Who is this?
All right, guys, welcome to another week of the Pink Boys podcast, and I'm joined
And
by.
we're fucking back, you losers. What's up?
All right, just
Yeah,
right
just
off
cut
the
off
bat.
his intro.
All-time
You
highs,
rude fuck.
baby. All-time highs.
I don't think I've ever finished that intro before without Tyson insulting everyone listening. So I wouldn't have it any other way at this point. But well, first off, actually, I'd like to announce today we got Tyson and we got Adam, but Ari couldn't make it. We got a special guest. Actually, he's been a little busy after his recovery from his drug binge. But Jordan Peterson, how are you feeling today, sir?
It's a pleasure to be here. I hope that you've all been cleaning your rooms. And,
Cleaning our rooms.
Give your father a call and tell him that you love him. Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you
Jordan,
so
how do you
much.
feel about Chainlink, the cryptocurrency?
Well, looking at the charts, it's a piece of shit, to be honest, looking at the Sats pair and the ETH pair, but I've got more to say about the founder, Sergei Nazarov. As a bit of a philosopher myself, I've got to say that, he's a bit of an amateur, and there's no conceivable way that he's better than me, so, my word of advice is sell everything. What was that?
But did you graduate from NYU?
I don't need to. I'm Jordan Peterson.
All right.
Peter fucking son, all right? Doesn't need
Yeah.
anyone.
Thanks for joining us. I like where Adam said something and I was like, what was that? Like in the Jordan Peterson voice. Like I misheard. But anyways.
Or next
I'm just
guest, we have Barack Obama.
No.
We're not big
Donald.
enough yet.
I'm Barack
Damn
Obama.
it, Donald.
I'm gay.
That was King of the Hill guy.
All right, let's refocus. Let's refocus.
All right, I'm impressed with you guys. I'm impressed. But I'm just kidding. As convincing as that was actually I. So why don't you go do another drug addict thing, Jordan Peterson, and we'll bring in I. And I. How are you doing right now?
I was kind of late again today, so I got
Yes.
cussed out again. But I
Yeah.
enjoy that, so I'm doing great, thank you.
I don't have a kid yet, but you're giving me like good stern father practice. Like, come on, son, you're better than this kind of thing. So
Well, when
I
you have a
appreciate
kid,
that.
it's going to be a super zoomer, the uber turbo zoomer.
Giga Zoomer.
As long as you can play Counter-Strike with me or something like that. But I guess every Zoomer has their day. But I guess the main thing that we need to get out of the way, and it's what's on everyone's mind, and wherever you look, you can't help but see it. And it kind of seemed like it was, as you guys would say, programmed. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high over the last week, and I have to say, it seemed like it was inevitable. A new ath, as very intelligent people would call it. And right now, it's
I'm
below
ath pilled,
that
baby.
around-
I'm ath pilled.
There we go. Take the ath pill. Right now, it's around 61K. And very briefly, I'm just going to say myself personally, it's got to retest somewhere in the 50s. It can't just sit around in the 60s like this. There's a little bit too much euphoria, and there's going to be some road bumps on the road to 100K, which I do think is inevitable by the end of this year. What happens after that, I'm not sure. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be prepared for a jump right into the 70s without a little bit of short-term pain. Tyson, what do you think?
I think it was inevitable as soon as we crossed back into range at like the high 49s that we would get back to all-time high. And you're also right that we do need a flush. Everyone and their fucking mom longed Bitcoin when it crossed all-time high, so we need to take those people out. But yeah, I think 100K by end of year. Let's fucking go, bros.
Ooh. Adam, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I've been spending a little bit more time on Twitter lately, and everyone's saying, retest of 50, 55, 58, or whatever the fuck it is inevitable. But then when you think about it, then that kind of sentiment would already be priced in. And so, look, personally, I wouldn't be too surprised if we went back down there just briefly, a day or so, just a bit of a scam wick. But like honestly, I have a feeling we might stay around 60, like 59, 60, 61k before we make the next big move up. I think in the meantime, alts are going to run while it's consolidating.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that obviously in a minute or so. But yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. What about you?
So like the other guy said, I'm open to a dip to, for me, about 57.77k, that 57.777k. However, I think that I kind of have a feeling that after this weekly closes, we're going to see Bitcoin just rip up, maybe to like 75k, 78k or something, and kind of melt the Sats pairs a little bit, maybe, yeah, and then dip a little bit, maybe down to where our previous all-time high was, which was about 64k. So I'm thinking like 70k plus, and then back to the previous all-time high.
Have you seen the weekly though? The weekly that looks pretty shit
on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
If it to me, it kind of looks like a retest of the previous all-time high.
Yeah, I mean, you would say that, but then if you look at like the massive fucking wick above it, it's not healthy as well.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Are you saying it's double top, just Tyson?
No. I think we have to retest like 58, maybe 54. You know, I think to expect it to go up from here is a bit too hopeful. But
what I will say is, I think this alt pump is going to be slightly short-lived. I don't think the real alt season is here yet.
Oh no, agreed.
Not at all.
Fully
It's an
agreed,
intro.
I think despite me being bullish on quite a few alts, I think some people are going to be BTFO'd by some wicks quite soon.
And what does BTFO'd mean, Anon? For those
blowing the fuck out.
Uninitiated. Yeah, blowing the fuck out. Yes, yes,
the fucking dick.
You're a little more bullish than I expected out of the three of you, because to me, I feel like anything ending up in the 40s from this point onwards is extremely unhealthy. But I think I think low 50s is not an inevitability, but it would feel like really healthy price movement for me if we get like back into the mid 50s and kind of re-earn that all-time high around the 64k, which is now 67k, because we got to that ath by like it just happened. It literally just went on a run over the last few months, and now we're there. It seemed a little bit too easy for me. Surely it can't be that easy, right?
I agree with you.
It is.
I agree with you. However, someone among us has to be the contrarian, and I'm willing to take that fall. So as a collective, we can claim that we were right.
To hedge our opinions.
Yeah.
The pink boys called that, you know.
Yeah, isn't that thing in Israel where like if I don't know the like ruling council or whatever the fuck, I don't know what it is, but if all 10 of them have the same opinion, then one of them, as like by like tradition, must take the contrary opinion.
That's pretty based. I'm not gonna lie.
I like that actually. Yeah, that's like everyone telling. That's like everyone for the last 2 weeks, including my father, telling me to watch Squid Game, and me being like, well, now I don't want to watch it because everyone's telling me to watch it, so I'm not. That's basically what it is.
It's not.
It was a good series, but the amount of hype that came after it just kind of ruined it.
Is it like really violent?
I mean, it's not like that.
Relatively,
violent.
kind of. It's okay. More shock value to regular people. The thing that really got me with it is you view that series as two ways. You either see it as late stage capitalism, evil, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, or you see it as global elites treating everyone else like the dogs they are, and the Masonic symbolism, the
The Masonic symbolism, okay.
There's a lot of them. There's like the whole thing going on. There's like the checkerboard floor and like the
Illuminati,
like the Freemasonry symbolism. There's the whole thing of like occultism and like sex.
I'm so lost. Wait, where is this coming from?
Yeah, does it have a horned beast in it? Like that?
Yeah, it's got all of that. It's got the masks and everything.
All right, maybe I'll take a watch because my
if you think about it, Ari, the two
stuff.
things that you said aren't really mutually exclusive. Like you can view it as a subset of capitalism, while also being like the elites are fucked.
Yes, true. But if you see, here's the thing: it's hyped quite a lot as of lately, right? If you look at a lot of the articles that are being written about it, they're using Squid Game as leverage to further the globo homo agenda that everyone is on. Everyone, they're pushing that one agenda, but they're not looking at the other side. Like you've got literal Epstein.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
No, it is that deep. I'm telling you, bro.
Well, the reason anything becomes viral or popular is because someone wants it to be, and it's usually someone who's higher up. So I is making a decent point right now, but I feel like he's extrapolating a bit too much from it, and I haven't even seen it. So
yeah,
I'll tell you what, Moyer, how about you check it out and then you can come back to us next week. It's only 9 episodes, so
I'll check it out, but I can say if it's popular, it's definitely propagating some sort of
it is. It does.
Adam, were you gonna say something, or
I was just gonna say all pieces of mainstream media today are trying to fucking sell some political message or whatever.
Yeah.
But sure, but it's past that like Masonic symbolism and fucking global psyop fucking tier shit. Like, I don't know.
There's literally a scene of Sergey undressing and he's trying to like do gay shit with a Korean police officer.
Everyone check your watch. It's been about 10 minutes and he brought up Sergey, so there you go. But I will say just real quick, because once you guys get me going with this kind of stuff, I'll want to start talking about it. But before I change the subject real quick, I'll just say that I believe a lot of early musical representation secretly included Masonic or secret ritual symbolism that I think they were doing in some type of occult pact that they may or may not believe in. But as it got a little more popular and people started using it, they just started fucking throwing it into any music video so people would talk about it. And now you see fucking Taco Bell commercials where it's like the Taco Illuminati and shit like that, and people are like, and people think it's funny. So maybe it became trivialized over the course of maybe starting out as something that they kind of took seriously. So I like that rabbit hole. I want to keep going back into that. Everyone stick around for after hours. We'll keep going.
Yeah, we'll go deep down there.
But real quick, I mean, actually, now that you're talking about the elite, that's what we're about to become, because we're supposedly entering into the late stage of a hyper pump, or I don't know, some type of upcoming 100K, 200K Bitcoin movement. So honestly, Gigapump. There you go. So whether you think it's going down to 50K or 60K, whatever, I'm pretty certain within the next 4 or 5 months, it's going to be over 100K. And as someone who was around in the 2017, 2018 times, we had things like Katy Perry's fingernails on Instagram to show us when a top signal was, where she had fingernails with XLM logo and stuff like that. So times have changed, but they're kind of still the same in a lot of ways. A lot more people know about crypto. So I want to pose the question to you guys. This time around, you're all really smart and really with it. I mean, you guys would never be late for something like a podcast or anything like that. You're all very
never.
people.
No, not at all. See, I listen to Jordan Peterson, so I know to stay on top of my game.
You know to wash your penis and take drugs and let your daughter dress like a slut.
And be on time, yeah.
Yeah, and be on time. So what do you think this time around is going to be the top signal for you? What should we look out for this time around?
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
I have like three signals.
Those crypto OnlyFans girls get like crypto tattoos on their ass and shit. Or when they're like, and they're already like, thanks for 2 Bitcoin for starting me on my trading journey. Shit like that. I don't know. Like, yeah, there's obviously some more top signals to come, but I don't know when I hate to use the word, but like normie like the ultra normie tier stuff of like, OMG, I'm an unironic Bitcoin holder. I spent like my week's paycheck on like 0.001 of a Bitcoin. Like, I'm gonna make it. Like, that's when it's over.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst part about that fucking OnlyFans getting 2 Bitcoin is that she was fucking ugly as well, man. God damn.
Yeah,
we're going there. Are we actually just gonna? Are we just gonna go straight there? It wasn't her name. Her name was like ETH Ari or something.
Yeah.
When is it gonna be Link Ari's turn?
Link Ari, yeah.
Listen. For all our viewers out there, feel free to send me 2 Bitcoin.
Send me 2 Link.
Okay.
No.
I can tell you that right now if you'll shut the fuck up about Link. Tyson, what were you gonna say?
About the market.
What's your top signal? Whatever. Or do you think that? Why do you think that girl's ugly? Because I think she's ugly too. But whatever.
Oh my god,
We're gonna get trailer trash, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I will say though, she does look like she would give good head. So.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, YouTube guidelines, Spotify guidelines, Apple Podcast guidelines. They're all just fucking out the window right now.
All right. Okay,
go ahead.
For the market.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a weekly top touch of the Stoke, or a touch of the Pi cycle, or a weekly bear div. Either one of those 3, I'm getting the fuck out.
Wow.
What about Tyson? What about our programmed exit for RSR?
If it doesn't happen by then, if it's like halfway, then I'm still gonna do it. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but let go of RSR. It's fucking
no.
I want to cheer you guys
really
on, but
good.
It looks so good.
Does it?
Yeah.
So before I let explain what he thinks his top signal might be, I'll just let it be known it's an incredibly basic concept, but I didn't learn it really until this cycle. It doesn't matter what the fuck your alts are doing. You think like this alt just looks perfect. The Stoke RSI is right in line and it just recovered from it's accumulating whatever. You need to pay attention to Bitcoin every second of every day if you're concerned about your alt, because Bitcoin's chart might look, because for instance, and I hate to say it, but it's my immediate example, Link looked like it was about to take the fuck off back when it was like pushing $60 earlier this year, and the chart still looked good for it, but Bitcoin's did not look healthy at all, and it fucking plummeted. So that's why you kind of need to keep your eyes on both, because they all kind of just depend on Bitcoin at the end of the day. But Tyson just reminded me of that when he said that. But what do you think a top signal is?
So I have a few. The first one being my ring chart. I know people call me schizophrenic for that, and you know
those are fucking nuts. Can you post one of those on Twitter just after the episode as an example? Yeah, dude, those are fucking crazy.
I posted one the other day. I'm gonna sell when it hits that dark ring thingy majig, when it gets up there. Whatever day it hits it.
I want to have a look.
It's on my Twitter. It's
okay, I'll have a look. One sec.
Only a couple tweets ago, and the other one was when I start seeing people like new people or new money sharing their trading profits on social media. So
yeah, true. OMG, I just bought a new house with my Ethereum buy.
The screenshots.
Right.
You know what the worst one is? And Link had a classic one. It was with that guy like kissing his wife, and he like captioned it like
Timo, right?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, Timo
no,
has a
not
fucking
Timo.
wife.
Timo's our friend. Why would you bully Timo like that?
I love that man. I really, really do. But there was that guy who had that caption with his wife, and it was like, she looks up to me and said, "Will we be rich someday?"
Yes.
And then I answered yes, because I hold Link, and then ever since that day happened, this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, this is ages ago.
I saw that post. I'm like,
oh, I remember this.
About Link. Yeah,
I remember this.
That was that was at least a Link top signal. So I'll just say this. If you're in crypto and you're living a happy life with your wife or your girlfriend, you're going on vacations, just shut the fuck up and do it, and don't post about it, because you're creating top signals, and no one cares about your fucking life with your ugly like Happa girlfriend. So just fuck off. So
what? Nah.
Sounds like there's some pent up fucking rage with the use of Happa there, mate.
Moyer got BTFO'd by a Happa in his past life.
I had a 2-year relationship and didn't even post a picture with her on Instagram. So that goes to show you how much I don't want to be fucking annoying to other people with that shit. So
yeah, okay.
It's really, really annoying. So just be mindful of stupid shit that you post about how successful you are with trades, because you're gonna end up worse in the long run, and you're only doing it to yourself.
I literally,
I do want to bring up something real quick though.
I'm sure it's great.
Just so that we don't make the same mistake that we did in March by not selling the local top, right? Like the difference this time around is that honestly, I'm fucking like scared right now. Like I'm shitting my pants every single time.
Literally shaking right now.
Yeah, like I'm frightened, and I hope that you guys are frightened too, because we need, if we miss this fucking top, it's fucking over. Like it's really over.
What do you mean? There'll always be next time.
I don't want to wait for 4 years, mate.
Yeah, it will be a while. You really got to be mindful this time around. But also, the reason why I think you're right, Tyson, is because people will look back and be like, what? We already had that giant dump in April or May. That was fucking nothing. You've never seen a fucking real collapse. That was Bitcoin. I guess halving or 2/3ing in value is nothing compared to ways it's dumped before. And when it tops out this time around, it's not going to go to like 100K, then back to 70K. It'll go to like 100K.
Where do you think that will end up? Like 20K? You think?
Yes,
like last time, because like it went back to its all-time high. No.
Yes.
After the 20K cycle.
And you know the reason why I think that is because it didn't hit 20K this time.
No, because that 2017 run, it started at $750. It just went straight to 20K.
Yeah.
And then in the bear market, it went down to
3K. Yeah.
3K. Yeah.
So what would be the equivalent of that happening? We didn't get the equivalent of that after our last all-time high. It went from like 64 to 30. It should go from like 70 to fucking 20 or 80 to 20. It didn't dump enough the first time around. But all I'm saying is that it's going to pump a shit ton before any of that happens. So I'm not doom and gloom. All I'm saying is when you have that feeling where you're like, wow, I'm making so much money. I can buy this. I can buy this. I can buy this.
Should be
That's when you should start thinking about leaving. That's
true. That is so true. Leaving. Holy shit.
Also, if any listeners that weren't there in 2017, like this is how the top works, right? So Bitcoin pumps to its final top, and then it starts dumping a little bit, and then that's when alts pop the fuck off for like maybe a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it goes crazy,
and then Bitcoin keeps going down, and then people start panicking, and then that's when the real nuke starts. So you're in heaven for 2 weeks, but you really have
that's
to
when
be
you have
careful.
to be on guard those 2 weeks. You gotta really
you gotta put you have to set your stop losses like at a price that you're happy with and leave them. Don't fuck with them.
Go ahead,
Don't get caught up in comparing this run to previous runs. Keep it in mind, but just don't get caught up in it. Like, don't let that be your end all, because you never. I mean, you saw that triple-headed pattern that we had a few months ago. That came out of nowhere.
The 3-headed Venus dragon formation, right?
Yeah. The 3-headed Mazda RX-8 engine wankle setup.
You should make another car noise. No, don't. I'm just kidding.
I'll save that one for later. I know you like that stuff more.
Yeah. So,
also the other thing I think it's worth looking out for. Looking back, I've noticed that when things go really parabolic and you really start to get really new people coming to the market, they start coping and they start making up the new make it stack. So for example, with Link, we go back in time, Suicide Stack 1K, make it stack 10K, though now we know the make it stack was actually 100K, but let's not get into that. 1K, 10K
was always 10K, always 10K.
Yeah. Anyway, so
sorry guys.
No, it's okay. So if you I remember when Link broke 5 and was well on its way to 20, it was near 20 that a lot of new people started pouring in. At least that's what I noticed on social media, and they just all poured in, and they all decided as a collective, we as an authority are going to decide the new the new make it stack. And they're like, 100 Link is the make it stack, 10 is the Suicide Stack. When you start seeing shit like that, when people start saying 0.001 Bitcoin is the make it stack, bro, like I'm gonna be a bajillionaire.
On God, for real, for real.
I mean, that happens with every asset though, because like back in 2013,
it does, and that's a sell signal.
The make it stack of Bitcoin was like 1,000 Bitcoin, and now like the Citadel stack for Bitcoin is just 21, right?
I don't think the make it stack when 1,000 Bitcoin was affordable, also considering its novelty at the time. Anyway, let's. What I wanted to follow up with was the whole idea of new money being a sell signal. It's a story as old as time itself. You go back to 1929. Who was that guy on Wall Street who sold all of his stocks just before the Great Depression because his shoe shiner was talking to his colleague about.
So you just mentioned something that was in my head while you were talking, because a lot of people are choosing to pick mainstream adoption as like their big top signal. Like when Jim Cramer, Mad Money, is talking about Bitcoin, crypto is way too popular to get worked up about that stuff now. Like CNBC or Fox Business, they're going to talk about Bitcoin's price and fucking Ripple's price and whatever else. Like you just have to get used to that. And that's not a top signal anymore, especially since there's a fucking ETF right now, which is kind of a frightening top signal within itself, but we haven't seen anything negative from that yet, and part of me thinks we will. My top signal that I'm going to use personally this time around, because I actually got a few of them back in March and April and May, and it's what you said. When your friend who works in an office that never has talked about crypto and at times has called it stupid to you without you bringing it up to them, texts you and says, what do you think about Doge or stuff like that? That's when you fucking know. That's when you fucking know. You got to be on guard for the next.
I have something to say about that, because at my work a couple of weeks ago, I was like clocking out with some guy, and you got to go to the thing and punch in your code and end shift or whatever. And I saw him on his phone, and all that as well. And I saw on his phone he was like on Binance or Coinbase or something, and I saw some tickers up. And like being like a friendly coworker, I was like, "Oh, are you into crypto?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm just thinking about getting in." And it was before we pumped up to 60K again. It was like in the 50s or 40s, I think. And so maybe that's the beginning, but it's sure not the end. And like, I mean, when Ari was talking, it reminded me like what I find really fucking hilarious when you were talking about the suicide stacks and maker stacks is when people like for a coin like SHIB, like if SHIB reaches just 1 cent, like. Yeah, we'll all be. And it's like, mate, SHIB reaching 1 cent would like eclipse the market cap of like the entire market, by like.
You mean eclipse the fucking planet?
Yeah, and it's like, but people don't understand that, but then they kind of go investing with that formula in mind, and it's like, well,
isn't there a code for that now? Now they talk about SHIB becoming deflationary and them just burning like,
which would be 90%. I would like that.
I love how you're getting done work and you're like, "Oh, you into crypto, mate?" And he's just like, "Shut the fuck up, you pussy! Stop talking to me."
Like the only person that I've ever come across, like with a chart open IRL, was this older guy, and I approached him, blah blah blah. I think I told you guys this story before.
Yeah.
The guy was into crypto.
And then everyone clapped, right?
He had like 500,000 in there or some shit. I can't remember.
500,000, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it was like, that's actually pretty fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the other end of the spectrum too is where it's like you'll talk and well, I never ever bring up crypto in real life. I don't want to talk to people about it. I don't need to talk to people about it. When they bring it up to me, they're like, "Oh, are you into it?" I'll say something here or there. But I find when I talk to people, they'll be like, "All right, I'll put $1,000 into it, blah, blah, blah." You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people do. They'd say like, "I'm taking a risk by putting $1,000 into this
baby, I'm balls deep."
Like that. Well, that's what normal people do. And for people like us, it's like, I'll put 10K into this because the logo's funny. And then like that, doing that because you're desensitized to it all at that point. They haven't hit that point yet. So
you know what? Yeah. I'm glad you said that. One strategy,
a serious fucking investment for them. Like they have to really think about it for $1,000.
Exactly.
Moyer, I like what you said about the logo. I genuinely think at this point that buying coins based on how cool their logo is a legit strat.
Yeah,
dude, it's 100% the strategy. I remember I'm trying.
Right?
I was looking at I was looking at pumpkin fucking Inu on the Phantom ecosystem. It looks fucking sick. It's got a sick logo and it's popping off, and that does just as much as any other shit coin that's out there.
Course,
so why not? And actually, you know what? I just remembered of a certain shitcoin that we talk about all the time. It's actually doing something. And before I let you guys talk about it, I just want to preface this with every single fucking time Chainlink breaks $30 or any significant psychological
New paradigm.
Bitcoin dumps. Bitcoin dumps every single fucking time. I'm in a schizo psych ward. I swear to God, it must be something to do with like the way liquidity works with Link and Bitcoin. But even when that stupid fucking AccuWeather article came out, dude, I don't know. Okay, I'm being a schizo, but like, dude, it happened. I've watched it happen like 10 times in the past year. Like,
time is different.
No, you're not wrong. Dude, more people on Twitter have even noticed it. Like all these big accounts. Like I think one guy tweeted, "Oh, Link is pumping nice today." And this account with like 60,000 followers said, "Oh shit, that's bad." Because every time it pumps, the market goes down.
Yeah. All right, hot take.
Go ahead.
Look at the volume on Link BTC, and then maybe it's worth considering that Link is just the last thing that money flows into.
Oh, that makes some sense.
That's just I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe
a low cap coin.
It's a blue chip, baby.
Yeah,
that's a hard fucking truth. I like that. I like that. It's a hard truth, man.
Someone has to say something,
He's gonna say it.
I'll be honest. The main reason why I fucking hate that narrative is because it's parroted by complete and utter retards on social media.
Yeah,
I'm not just talking about you.
On image boards and Twitter and stuff. It's just like...
Yeah, it's...
dude, it still happens every time. I certainly get what you're saying, and you are probably right. I'm the one who should be put into a mental asylum. But all I'm saying is, dude, even just the other day, Link got to $30.04, and Bitcoin, which was chugging along fine, just sharded like fucking like $5,000 down or something like that out of thin air. Just when Link happened to start breaking out. Obviously, I think the most rational explanation is that, yes, it's the last in line when it comes to liquidity flow. Because even back in 2017, when it got to like $1.40 before dumping back to 14 cents, it was the last thing to pump, even in that cycle too. So maybe that's just the way things are. But if you guys have anything else to say about that specific thing, go ahead. But if you just have anything to say about
it's like, I don't think it's insane to look at the market that way. I mean, what we're doing with TA is just pattern analysis, right? Like trying to see what patterns they are. And if you look at a coin like Dogecoin, you can accurately predict when alt season comes by seeing when Dogecoin pumps, because it's a precursor to alt season. So maybe Link really is like the last in line, and that maybe you can use that as a...
Imagine staking your entire personal net worth on literally the last kid picked for the dodgeball team at school. That's like literally what fucking Chainlink is, what we're saying right now.
We had our glory days, guys. We've said this before.
Posting those screenshots of the entire market red and the Link ticker green. I mean, those are the days. I don't want to do
another a memory lane with it. So what do you guys think about the latest price action of Link on its chart, whatever the fuck?
It broke out of a pretty significant pennant. In my opinion, the BTC and ETH pairs are reversing. And the USDT pair broke out of a...
Yeah, USDT pair looks really good.
Blah, 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 blah. I think we're going to hit all-time highs soon. I think we're going to blow off to around between, I'm going to say it, 150 to 200. 200 being the top.
Oh, man.
I'm going to say I said it.
He's going to say it. Tyson, what do you think?
Baby.
I think we just broke out a mid-range that's fucking bullish. Hopefully it doesn't go back below 28.8, because if it does, that's really fucking bad. But if we hold that, I think all-time highs are in check. I'm not sure about 200, but I think we can just over squeeze triple digits, like maybe 105 or some shit.
Yeah.
If Link doesn't reach $100 by the end of this cycle, it's an unmitigated failure, without a doubt.
I have a couple reasons for believing in 200. The first one being the ETH and Sats pair reversing while ETH and Bitcoin make a new all-time high. The other one being what was it? Oh, there was a fractal, and the last one being Sergey at one point
That's staking.
Prior to prior to May or something, he had some event. He was talking to some big news network, blah blah blah. He said something about 10 times the growth or something, and he really emphasized 10 times, and he had like a smug smile going on. And then Arbitrum, before Link was like blockchain agnostic and it was launched on Arbitrum, they had this like meme thing going on where like they'd hype up their launch and they'd say we're finally gonna add another 0 to the number, it's in a long time coming, blah blah blah, and like they'd like post just random shit and then they'd highlight 200 over and over again.
Oh my
Does
gosh!
that make sense?
Come on,
dude.
It's programmed. It's programmed.
This is my ancient Linky coming out right now.
Numerology.
I'll let you go on that. I'm fine with you huffing that, because even when that, first off, I guess for just to check back in, Link's around like $31 right now. But when I saw that AccuWeather tweet, I got like a little nostalgic to the good old days where there would just be like an announcement and Link would pump, announcement, Link would pump. It was just like, it was good old times, you know? And it was just like, oh no, I'm sorry, not AccuWeather, Associated Press. That was a big deal. I thought that was actually pretty interesting and relatively important. But also you keep talking about staking and it makes me think of fucking Trump stakes, I guess.
Okay, let's move on. But I want to know,
damn it, Donald.
What two of you guys are in Phantom, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How's that going?
Fucking great.
Tyson, go ahead.
Phantom.
It broke out. So last episode, I mentioned that there was a trend line. It at like 215 or 220. It broke out of the trend line and went back to all-time high at 240, and it actually went up above that up to 260, I think. So it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, so I kind of have a bit to say about this. I'm a huge fan. I got in a little while ago, not as early as I would have liked to, but there's two things coming up for it. And first off, one of them kind of frightens me, and that is there's going to be a conference in Dubai over the next week. Yeah, I know. It's all right. We're just when you thought it was over, it's back, baby. So, but. Apparently good things are supposedly coming out of that conference. Obviously, by the rumors, sell the news. I think it's probably going to dump after that. But if you couple what's happening at that conference potentially along with a Coinbase listing, and it's not even on Binance US yet, it fucking pumped because it was on fucking Binance Australia the other day.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I appreciate that.
That was me. I was all the volume.
Yeah. So if you couple those two things, and it just hit a new all-time high yesterday, I gotta say, I'm just gonna say it. I'm thinking close to $10 by the end of the year.
What?
At least by the end of this cycle.
Wait, are you Phantom? Are you
Dude,
fucking
you're not
for
in
real?
It. You don't see the psycho shit that goes on every day. It's got the spooky shit. It's got the spooky Inu. It's got little FTM cubes that are like 300 each. There's some cool shit going on, and it's not even in the top 20 yet, dude. Things like Ethereum Classic are ahead of it, dude. It's got room to run. And
if Phantom hits $10, we are unironically going to have billionaire friends.
Okay, well that's fine. I won't be one of them, but I'll be well off. I'll be having a good time.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, I want to make another call. By the way, it's gonna come out of the fucking blue. You guys aren't ready for this, all right?
Sure.
You fuckers are gonna be sorry. You ready to hear it?
Don't go to school tomorrow.
Don't go to Binance. That was a joke. CZ, please.
Go ahead.
CZ is Seifu.
He's not.
Oof.
IOTA.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. I have two reasons. The chart looks pretty
what's
good.
the call?
Oh, I think it's gonna poop.
To what? Make a call, pussy.
Yeah, make it.
You want an exact number?
Yeah, Moyer gave us one.
I give exact numbers all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Relax. I'll do one now. Let me just get my.
Oh
right.
Wow! Now he's got to take his time.
No, I was just.
Not rushing when I'm nervous.
I'll make one now. All right. I want to say. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say I think it's gonna pump. It could pump hard. I have friends who are buying it, and they usually make pretty good calls. So
all right, okay, and that's your reasoning.
The chart looks good. Someone get the chart up. Go on, back me up here.
No, you have to explain it.
Yeah, it's your call.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck it. First target, $4.30. Second, $8.66, and the last one is $10.
Good. We should make calls like that more often, because if you're right, you can gloat, and if you're wrong, we can make fun of you, and everyone's happy. That's what we want.
What's the price of it now?
Fuck, that might be too much.
$1.32.
All right, that's very fair.
See, if this happens, my thinking is that I don't know if you guys noticed, but ETH hasn't actually pumped that much compared to it's so Bitcoin 20k to 60k, that's a 3x. ETH 1.4k to right now it's 4.1k. That's not even a 3x yet, and that's an alt. It's supposed to be like the leveraged Bitcoin, right? It made me scratch my head, and then when someone brought up the whole IOTA thing, I had a little thought, which is what if now is the time for grandpa coins, 2017 coins to pop off,
like China?
Yeah, like China.
And I think that includes Link as well.
Oh, so you're thinking like BAT?
Is BAT 20? How old? No, BAT's not
basic
that old,
attention, dude. That's been around fucking forever, dude. That's been around forever. Maybe
I don't know. I only caught on to BAT after I used Brave Browser, which is in 2019.
That's a good. So Oyster Pearl. No, I'm just kidding. That's not bad, though.
So Link, IOTA, maybe EOS, ETH, of course, maybe fucking Bcash, Litecoin, that stuff. I think that stuff's gonna pop off.
Money.
I think that stuff's gonna pop off in the final phase. Maybe one of the reasons is because people that were wrecked in the past come back and they're like, oh, I don't know fucking anything, but I do know about this when I did buy crypto back in the day. So
we're gonna get a resurgence of the Ripple army, like those fucking green ghosts, like those green ghosts. I think
Ripple's gonna do well. I do think Ripple's gonna do well.
Resurgence of the fucking Neo army.
Oh god.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Actually, that's kind of a sick concept that like all the little Zimzam Zoomer coins get
just in time for the Matrix.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of Agent Smiths or something like that. Oh my gosh.
Mr. Anderson.
Wait, didn't you Tyson, didn't you do some shit with Solana recently that was pretty sick? I remember you mentioned that.
I went fucking retarded with my longs like after the episode last week. I longed Polkadot, Atom, Luna, Solana, RSR, and Matic and Harmony.
Damn, dude. This guy does not miss.
I'm eating good this week. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah, baby. He's eating good.
He's eating. Wait, so what fast food do you go and get when you're eating good?
Carl's Jr., the king.
Carl's Jr.? Is that what you said?
Can someone take a look at the Neo chart and tell me if that is a cup and handle or not?
Yeah, let's just all go do that like right this second. That'd be amazing.
I was just looking at it. It's not a cup and handle yet, but if it pumps up a bit more, it could be.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you do something with Solana? Why were you feeling that?
Dude, the weekly looks so fucking good. It's like the perfect bull flag.
Really?
Yeah. And I'll make another call as well. Matic has the exact same fucking pattern. So I think it's gonna pull a Solana.
Oh, you mean he's saying $200, please, sirs? Like,
no.
For Matic?
Oh no, not 200. Like, Jesus, I think like maybe 4x, 3x. But on
that
leverage, if you go on 100x leverage, that's 300x, right?
But just do that, and then you're rich, right?
Yeah.
I saw this on Twitter the other day, and it made me think people don't understand the idea that you can use leverage to de-risk.
Okay, go ahead.
That kind of just surprised me. Isn't that what leverage is meant to be for in the first place?
Well, you can use leverage to like bet heavier the other side of things, so therefore you're better hedged.
Right.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I only use leverage for degeneracy, and it's only worked out really poorly. So pick it up.
saying like to de-risk. I always think about like that whole like if you go into the casino and bet on red and black, then like how can you lose?
Green, baby.
Yeah, that's true. Or just lands on green and you're fucked. So so I guess kind of in closing, since you made those calls last week, Tyson, and they seem to be a good play for you. And I guess Solana is in a way kind of a beacon for a lot of other tokens. What do you think Solana is going to do the rest of the year for this cycle? Like $500 or something like that? It's obviously still got room.
It could hit a 2x and go to maybe like 350, 400 around there. That's where I'm going to sell.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, that's a hell of a run. Man. Yeah,
that's amazing. And I think $1 to 500.
ETH will get pretty close to 10K as well, without a doubt. And that's when you guys gotta be ready to get the fuck out for sure. So
honestly, I think ETH to 20K is possible.
Oh my god, you're mega bold. Let's scale it. See, you know what? Maybe this is a top signal when I start saying shit like that.
Oh, the flippening flag.
You know what though? I remember we were talking about it last week, and Tyson brought it up. We were talking about how the White House released some sort of memo in the U.S. or something like that, talking about treats. I guess Tyson, maybe it's a indirect reference to trick or treat for like Halloween or something. But Tyson was really early on that because I wasn't seeing that anywhere. Now all week it's like the treat meta.
That shit is everywhere now.
Yeah.
But I honestly, you know what? The way I'm looking at it is, we all fucking deserve it. We sit on our asses all day and order literally the most minute, useless things on Amazon, and then also get like essentials like toiletries and just wait for them to get shipped to us. And then we complain, and then we stomp around. We're like, why aren't my 20 toilet papers here? You know, it's like these same guys will be like, return to tradition. And then in another sentence be like, oh no, the supply chain's messed up, so my Amazon treats can't get here. It's just like, no. Why don't you get in your fucking car and support your local fucking economy, or go to the CVS, or go talk to another human being outside of your own home and support your local economy.
Don't break the cope. Just be a NEET. Keep being a NEET. You're really helping out there.
Men will literally do that before getting in their fucking car and supporting local business. So you know what? I'm all for these supply chain issues. And the more they happen, maybe the more people will learn to be a little more self-sufficient and look down the street instead of going online for literally everything they need. So
dude,
I don't know.
The treat thing is so fucking funny though. I remember seeing this picture on Twitter of this grocery store where its shelves were like fully empty in the milk section, and all these fucking replies were people saying, who even drinks milk like a baby in this day and age? And it's like, what about the actual fucking babies that need milk, you dumbass?
Jesus Christ. Going off the deep end. I mean, talking about
what about the Catarinos as well?
No, not the heckin' Catarinos.
They need
Speaking
their
about
milkarino.
what?
I just wanted to check because, you know, the store I work at sells milk, and I have a fun story from my store from literally yesterday. So at my store, I like it's like a fruit and veg kind of deli store, and I work in like the potatoes, root vegetables, onions kind of section. And we obviously sell sweet potato, and like it's kind of, we display the sweet potatoes like built up in a lattice. So you have to take it from the top. You know what I mean? And I was just there restocking some onions on the shelves or whatever, and some random old lady comes up, literally rips a sweet potato from the bottom of the fucking lattice and like destroys the entire like I'm not there, and then just walks off with like just shit all over the floor. And I'm like,
what a fucking chat.
Clean it up, Wagey.
Literally clean it up, Wagey. Dude, I got mogged so fucking hard by this lady.
Did the robot hover over and smack you? And
yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't yell. Yeah, I can't get mad at the customer, so I have to like swallow my pride and then be like, oh no, it's fine, don't worry, I'll sort it out. And then like fucking go and pick up all the sweet potato on the fucking floor, and I knocked over like some other potato. It was just an all around shit time.
No wonder there's a fucking labor shortage. People are getting sharded on by, you know, fucking old people. It's annoying as hell.
Sucks.
You know?
It sucks. Yeah.
Wait, you did say it was an old lady, right?
It was an old lady. Yeah.
Dude, all right. These people are out of fucking control lately. Honestly, dude. Okay.
Go for it. The stage is yours, son.
Dude, just within the last week, in fact, last night, I was at a bar with a few friends and I was like, whatever, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I go to use the bathroom and there's an old guy hunched over the urinal with his pants obviously all the way down past his knees, wearing like tighty whities, leaned back with his dick out like 3 feet from the urinal.
Holy base.
That's so
not
based.
even holding on to anything, missing the urinal half the time, and he's like saying something to me. He's like, "Oh yeah, I don't think the sink works." And while he's talking, he's like, just
based?
like, dude, it was absolutely disgusting. And I'm like, what is wrong with these old people? Literally don't care about anything. And like a few days before that, I'm in the same gym that I always go to, and I've been going there for a few months, and I've never seen a naked dude in there. It's not like it's fucking high school gym or anything like that. And I finally see some. I see some old guy with his flabby ass and dick like right in front of the shower, and I'm like, that's normal. That's not a big deal. So I go in a stall and I get changed, and I walk out of the stall, and the guy's literally just walking laps around the locker room with his uncircumcised dick out, just waving it around. I'm like,
I'm sorry,
gay old guy.
I didn't see you there.
All I have to say is, if you're cocked, you're being cocked. That's all.
You taught us not to be ashamed of our dicks.
So man, he wanted me to show him this. So all I'm saying is that we have an epidemic right now, and if you're fucking Antifa or some type of insurrection group or some kind of bullshit, you need to stop falling for CIA psyops and start fucking patrolling old people, because it's getting fucking ridiculous. They need to, and they're probably responsible for the things that are making you angry. So just start patrolling old people. It's getting fucking out of hand. I don't know what to say about them. It's a problem, and I hope I'm never like that when I'm old too. So
you guys heard it here first on the Pink Boys. Assault old people on site.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
So when you have a hit list, it's
on site.
Sergey,
on God, for real.
yeah, Sergey and old people. Those are your objections. Should you choose to accept?
Also, one old person in particular you should assault. President of the United States, Joe Biden.
No.
Oh fucking hell!
Dude, you literally just have to like tip him over. Like,
oh my God! Are you... Tyson, you may as well just tweet at Delta Airlines and say, "I'm gonna bomb your airport."
Dude, I'm down to like tweet at the FBI and say like.
No, you can just say, all right, no. You can just say like, I like
I'm
tweeted
DB Cooper.
earlier, like I'm going to tax them or I'm going to evade taxes. That's a safe one. I don't think anyone's harmed in the making of that film, unlike some other people that have been harmed in the making of films lately.
That was a good segue. That was not bad.
Fucking King Sniper, Alec Baldwin.
Dude.
Oh,
that was fucking nuts. Oh, it's not loaded. Do you see
it's not been a good year, bro. Spot 'em, got 'em, and now this.
Have you seen all the press about like, oh, it wasn't his fault? Like they promised him it was not loaded. They promised him it was a fake gun. And like, still, even if it's loaded at blanks, you still don't aim a fucking gun at people.
Well,
like it's.
You are right.
Well, I mean, that is kind of what you do though with a gun.
But I
blanks can still kill people.
Wait, so someone give me a quick red pill on this. Was it for a scene or was it just like off scene?
No, they were rehearsing apparently.
No, he was just being based.
I was told that the scene was capturing the muzzle flash of the gun. So he had to hold the gun up to the camera and pull the trigger. And I'm not sure. Usually when I'm not a big gun guy, but I've shot guns a few times and I own a few. So it's just like, when one's loaded or not, especially when it's a revolver. You can sometimes you can just look and see whether it's loaded. So there were already a few misfires on the set, and then this one happens and it's just like, oh, I'm so upset about it. Like it just is like someone had to have known at some point. Like it is ridiculous that happened, but imagine you're the camera guy and it's just fucking like, that's just ridiculous. I feel
the guy
bad,
who gets shot,
dude, it's so fucked up. Like that lady, like it's so sad. Like imagine like doing your job and getting shot in the fucking head.
Well, I mean, policemen, that happens to police, I guess. So
yeah, but like, that's part of the job, I guess, for cops, but not for filmmakers.
That's part of the job. Yeah, or arresting people for
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh no. Actually, now you're gonna get put on a watch list. So, but yeah.
Oh yeah, as if like Tyson saying I'm gonna president isn't enough.
Well, it's not his president, so I feel like he can say it.
What the fuck is
But
Joe
he
Biden
won't say it
gonna do?
about Jacinda. He's too fucking scared.
Jacinda, I'm gonna.
For legal reasons, everything said on here is a joke. Jesus Christ.
Is there anyone you won't kill, Tyson?
You, babe.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
man.
ever wonder why I have a loaded gun ready just for Tyson?
He's like that Grim Reaper meme, like going from door to door. It's like the first one's the FBI, then it's Biden, then it's Jacinda. The last one is eyes, like Discord profile image or something.
Jesus.
But in all seriousness, I truly don't think it's Alec Baldwin's fault. But he's enough of a sociopath narcissist. I guarantee you, he's not sad about doing it. I'm sure
Absolutely not,
over the next few weeks he'll get over it. Let's just say it couldn't have happened to a worse person. You know,
he's probably over it by now. Like he's probably chilling now.
He probably has to, dude. To be that high up and be the person he is as an actor, you have to be a sociopath. He probably got over it very quickly. But at the same time, holy shit. How do you let that happen on a movie?
Yeah, I know, right, dude?
It kind of reminds me of the British equivalent was Jeremy Clarkson punching his director in the face. Basically, Jeremy Clarkson of Top Gear, he punched his director in the face because something about like his sandwich and like for lunch or something, like his director didn't have it or he took it or something. So he like punched his director in the face and he got fired from the BBC. And then like that was it, like his career is done. So like his bros, like James May and Richard Hammond, they're like, nah, fuck this. Like if Jeremy's gone, we're gone as well. And then they get like a multi-billion dollar deal with Amazon, yeah. And they just BTFO the BBC.
That's because the BBC, it's BTF. Like, dude, I remember when I used to watch the David Tennant and like whatever Eccles.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, it was good, and then it just got so fucking bad. Oh my god, it got so bad. And then they brought the chick in there, and then you find out that the doctor is actually like an Asian girl or some shit. Like it was like really stupid.
What? Yeah, happened?
That was the most recent thing that I heard of. So,
all right, guys, I have a serious question for you guys.
I haven't watched Doctor Who since I was in first school.
Go ahead.
I have a serious question for all of you guys. All right, so I'm feeding these like 4 kittens, right, in my house.
Feed it what's needed, baby.
And there's this big black like adult cat that just keeps coming and like fucking them up and attacking them. Should I get my pellet gun and shoot this cat?
You know what?
Go ahead.
So, I'm not a fan of pit bulls, but there's a time and place for a pit bull, and I think this is one of them.
I think it will just eat all the cats and break Tyson's neck in his sleep. And then he'll tweet the FBI and be like, I killed Tyson, fuck off, you'll never catch me. Like that. But all I can say is I remember when we had a lake in my backyard and my dad planted a lot of flowers on it one time, and these geese came and just fucked it up and like ruined like
dude, I guess geese are so based.
Dude, what? Dude,
dude, they fucking fly. They fly across the fucking country just to fuck shit up.
That must be a weird British guy thing because they're the scourge of the earth here in the US. But anyways, my dad and I got a paintball gun and just shot them the fuck up the next time they tried to eat the plant. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do to protect your flock, Tyson. You're the pack leader now. So you got to take ownership, you know?
Yeah, man.
Right, I'm going to fucking Alec Baldwin that cat.
You're going to Alec Baldwin a cat.
Jesus.
Adam, do you have any closing advice for Tyson or what?
Look, I'm not a big fan in cats in general.
Yeah,
I'm allergic to them, so I have a predisposition to be racist against cats. But you know what I'm saying, deadbeat dad, coming, not even paying child support, so do what must be done.
There are some good daddy cats out there,
Daddy cats. Well, that's an entirely different genre that we're not quite ready for yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to end it there. So, anything in closing from you guys? Ari, you got anything? Any parting words?
When I find myself in times of trouble, Father Sergey is dumping on me. Seeking words of wisdom. Let Link bleed.
Damn, that was poetic.
We got to find the Yoko Ono to your Lennon there. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Tyson, what about you? Cat daddy?
Tyson, cool.
All I'm gonna say is we're dumping a little bit. Don't get fucking liquidated. Don't go retarded on leverage. Trust the plan. Be very fucking scared and just exit.
It's programmed, baby.
All right, January.
Yep.
Around there.
Yeah,
if you got a Ledger Nano and all that shit, just get it off of there. It's time.
Shove it up your ass, bruh.
Adam, what about you, King?
My portfolio to 7 figures is programmed.
Hell yeah.
If you say it, it will become true. It's the secret, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time, be friendly to your neighbor and buy some Phantom. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.